Indian polity and constitution. Historical background. The following past laws were used in drafting the Constitution of India. One. Regulating Act 1773. It was the first step taken by the British government to regulate and control the activities of the East India Company. The written constitution of the company was presented. Executive Council of 4 members was created to assist him. The first Governor-General of Bengal was Warren Hastings. By this act, the presidencies of Bombay and Madras were vested in the Governor-General. Before that, she was independent. The Supreme Court was established in Calcutta. Chief Justice and 3 others was a judge. The first Chief Justice was Sir Eliza Impey. Two. Pitt's India Act 1784. Deficiencies in the Act were removed. The Act was named after British Prime Minister William Pitt. The commercial and political functions of the company were separated. A board of control was created for political functions. For the first time, the company's territory was known as British Possession. 3. Charter Act, 1813. It was decided to spend 1 lakh rupees on education. Monopolies on tea and non-Chinese trade ended. Four. Charter Act 1833. The Governor-General of Bengal was known as the Governor-General of India. The first Governor-General of India was Lord William Bentinck. The East India Company became a fully administrative body. The final step towards the centralization of British India. Five. Charter Act, 1853. Legislative and executive functions were separated from the Governor-General's Council. It has been decided to conduct a competitive examination for the recruitment of civil servants happened underscore. It was also opened for Indians. 6. Government of India Act, 1858. The rule of the East India Company ended and the British Crown fell reign started. The Governor-General was made the Viceroy. First Lord Viceroy Canning was. The post of Secretary of State, Hindi, came into existence, who was a member of the British Cabinet and was responsible to the British Parliament. And there was a committee of 15 members to help him. Seven. Indian Council Act, 1861. Indians in the Viceroy's Legislative Council appointed as non-official members. Viceroy Canning appointed 3 Indians, King of Benares, Maharaja of Patiala and Sir Dinkar Rao. The Viceroy was empowered to issue ordinances. The duration of such ordinance was 6 months. 8. Indian Council Act, 1892. Number of non-official members in central and provincial legislatures was added. Besides, he was empowered to deal with budget issues. Such members were selected indirectly through election. The element of election was added for the first time. 9. Indian Council Act, 1909, Marley-Minto. Known as the Marley-Minto Amendment. The number of members in the legislature was increased. But the majority of the number of official members was maintained. First Indian appointed to Viceroy's Executive Council, Satyendra Prasad Sinha. The practice of communal representation was introduced. A separate electorate came into existence for Muslims. 10. Government of India Act, 1919, Montagu-Chelmsford. Known as the Montagu-Chelmsford Amendment. A bicameral system was implemented in the provinces and a bicameral system at the center. 3 out of 6 members of the Viceroy's Executive Council were Indians, other than Commander-in-Chief. 6 Anglo-Indians, Indian Christians, and even Europeans. A separate electorate was kept. Limited numbers and based on wealth, taxation, and education. Provision made for establishment of Central Public Service Commission, UPSC. Established in 1926 on the recommendation of Leekinson. Government of India Act, 1935. Known as Provincial Swarajadhara. Bicameral system was provided at the centre and bicameral system in the provinces. 6 provinces, Assam, Bihar, Bengal, Bombay, Madras, UP, were bicameral. Analyze the provinces and central authorities. Union list, 59 subjects. Provincial list, 54 subjects. Concurrent list, 36 subjects. Total of 321 articles and 10 appendices. RBI and Supreme Court were established. 10% of the population of Shani was given the right to vote. Burma means Myanmar was separated from India. Indian Independence Act, 1947. British rule in India ended. British India was divided into 2 nations, namely India and Pakistan. And the country was declared independent and sovereign. Provision was made for administrative work on the basis of the Act of 1935 until the creation of the new constitution. The government continued to function under the 1919 Act until 1947 as the Desi princely states had joined the proposed Union of India as per the provisions of the 1935 Act, and the dual rule at the centre could not be implemented. Pakistan was created on 14 August 1947, incorporating West Punjab, Baluchistan, Northwest Frontier Province, East Bengal and the Sylhet district of Assam. The Constituent Assembly was empowered to frame an independent constitution, and where the Act of 1935 until a separate constitution was enacted, provision was made that it would also function as the legislature of India based on the provisions. Desi princely states to join either India or Pakistan or was given the right to remain independent.